I don't know whether you saw the documentary on Channel 4 about rape gangs over this.
We want to blow that little trumpet now, do we? Yeah,
there was a real issue.
Let's get that dog whistle out, shall we? Yeah.
Oh my goodness, did you hear that? That was Lucy Powell, the Labour MP's response when she was asked a question about the new Grooming Gangs documentary that's come out on Channel 4 by Tim Montgomery, the founder of Conservative Home. Can you believe that? She's there saying, oh, you want to blow that old trumpet, do you? That old dog whistle. How childish for a Labour MP to behave in such a way.
Look, okay, Lucy, the councils, there were so many people who were so afraid for good... Can I just finish the point, just for 1 minute?
Finish that point, Tim, and then I'll bring in Helen.
Look, there were so many people in local government, in the authorities, who, for good reasons, were worried about upsetting community tensions, that those girls went undefended. Now, there were good reasons for it, but no one has still been brought to justice for that. So you tell me, Lucy, that this isn't a culture in local government. It's just not true.
Dear.
Helen Morgan?
I think it's a total failure to understand how local government operates, actually.
Wow. Unbelievable. And did you hear one of them saying they have been brought to justice? Hello, completely denying reality. Let's just hear that first bit again, because it's genuinely hard to believe that an MP would behave in such a way and say such a thing.
But I don't know whether you saw the documentary on Channel 4 about rape gangs over this.
We want to blow that little trumpet now, do we? Yeah,
there was a real issue.
Let's get that dog whistle out, shall we? Yeah.
Let's get that dog whistle out, shall we? Wow. So that was Tim Montgomery asking that question there, founder of Conservative Home. He's now defected to the Reform Party, if you're not aware. And the person making those horrendous remarks saying, oh, you want to blow that old trumpet, get that dog whistle out, shall we? That was this MP here, Lucy Powell, the Labour MP. I do not know how anyone of such a high position, in such a respectable job, a member of parliament representing a whole constituency of people in this country, can speak in such childish ways about such a serious issue. And this is, the question was being asked in reference to this new documentary that Maggie Oliver has been involved in, that has just come out on Channel 4 called Groomed, a National Scandal. And interestingly, Keir Starmer, we're talking about Labour, Lucy Powell's response there is absolutely unacceptable. But I think Keir Starmer's silence on this documentary speaks volumes as well. So he has been berated for not saying anything about this. You saw that clip of him bringing the creators of the Adolescence Documentary into Downing Street for a meeting. You've heard it spoken about by MPs in the House of Commons. They want the Adolescence Documentary to be guiding this country's policy. They've decided it's going to be played for free in all secondary schools. But this documentary, not a word. Absolutely silent. So this is the headline in The Sun. Grooming row. Sir Keir Starmer accused of having two-tier TV views after silence on grooming gang show, but outrage over adolescence. Why doesn't he care? Why isn't he interested in talking about this? But he is interested in talking about a fictional drama and making it top priority in all schools for everyone to watch. And the plot thickens, guys, because apparently he was actually asked to do an interview for this documentary and he wasn't interested. He didn't want to be involved. He was director of public prosecutions at the time that a lot of these grooming gang cases were going on and being dealt with. And they probably wanted to ask him some difficult questions on that. What did he do? He shied away. He refused to be involved. And then he refused, or, well, at least until now, has sat in complete silence on this documentary. Said nothing, not applauded it, not said everyone needs to watch this. But adolescence, oh, he loves it. He is banging the drum for adolescence every single day, because that show, Adolescence, has a narrative that suggests white people are the bad guys. But something that reveals the harsh reality that when it comes to grooming gangs, sadly, it is often Pakistani Muslim men who are the bad guys in these stories. They are massively overrepresented in the data. the lefties, they don't want to hear it because it goes against their worldview that the white people are the bad ones. So, and I really think that what Lucy Powell said was pretty offensive. And I saw this tweet by Charlie Peters from GB News saying, "I've heard some horrified and shocked reactions from victims hearing this clip." I'm shocked enough as someone who isn't a victim, just hearing her say that. But I mean, imagine if you're a victim hearing this scandal being dismissed in such a way after years and years of you begging for help, begging for inquiries, begging for justice, and being dismissed, then having this call for a national inquiry dismissed, and then having a Labour MP dismiss you once again in such rude terms like that. I'd be pretty offended, to be honest. Reform have been asked to give a comment on this, and the Reform spokesman has said that Lucy Powell's comments are, quote, "nothing short of abhorrent. Keir Starmer should now be considering her position in government. Is she really fit to serve with these comments?" Well, what about Keir Starmer? Is Keir Starmer really going to crack down on her for speaking about this documentary in such a way when he is also trying to hide away from this documentary, not saying anything about it? They are both guilty of behaving, absolutely pathetically in response to this documentary. Keir Starmer's complete lack of words, and Lucy Powell's rude and disgusting and dismissive comments about the scandal. So I think the Labour Party have got big questions to answer on this. Anyway, I'm Chloe Dobbs. Thank you very much for watching this video. Subscribe to Reasoned if you've not already.